I'm Baby Queen. You might know me as a musician, but what you might not know about me is that I'm also a psychologist, and I really like to read gossip magazines, and I found this one. What I'm going to do is answer a few of these people that don't know what to do with their lives and have asked questions, and I am going to answer them. Let's get stuck right in.
This is my internet religion. This is my ego's exhibition.
This is a question from Emily, who's 31. My hubby was very insecure when we first met. His previous girlfriend had cheated on him with his best friend, leaving him with trust issues. Understandable, Emily. One day, I found him going through my phone, reading messages on my social media accounts. I was angry and demanded to know why he'd done it. He told me he'd become convinced I was cheating as I'd been moody and preoccupied. He was right. I had been distant, but because I was fed up with his behavior. Her hubby is snooping through her phone, which, to be honest, like, I can see it from the husband's perspective. So what I'm going to say to Emily is I'm going to give a bit of perspective on that. So, like, I had an ex who cheated on me, right? And I was the worst. I was like, I knew how to get into all the phones and everything. Like, I'm really bad with that. But basically, I feel like if your partner is feeling distrustful towards you, instead of getting annoyed at them, you should reassure them so that they can, I don't know, feel more comfortable in the relationship and not feel as if they have reason to distrust you. And sometimes that just takes a little bit of extra, you know, a reminder that you love them. However, I do understand, Emily, it is that is your private phone device. And I understand your frustrations. However, my advice would be to just have an open and frank conversation and try to reassure your partner. If you do love your partner and want to be with them, try to reassure them and make them feel a little bit better. And maybe that will make their trust issues. Don't give them any reasons to distrust you. Right, thanks for that one, Emily. Moving on.
I am Holly, and we're at the Deaf Institute tonight to see Baby Queen.
Hey, I'm Haley.
I'm KJ.
I come from Florida, and I came tonight because I've been a fan of Baby Queen since basically the beginning.
I think it's really nice that there is, you know, an artist that talks so candidly about mental health.
I wanted to come back for the UK tour, and I really like the small venue vibe, so kind of want to see her a lot while she's still small.
People that are a bit of an underdog, I suppose, or, you know, people that have social anxiety or whatever, it's nice to be seen by an artist.
This is my internet obsession.
Do I tell her she's a gran? 2 months ago, I became a mum for the first time. My daughter's dad is my ex. We weren't together long, and he finished with me when he found out I was pregnant. He hasn't told his family that he has a daughter, but I feel that his mum, in particular, deserves to know. Do I go behind his back and tell her? Damn. You see, I don't know, because I feel like I understand that she has the right to know, but I feel like there's like a sacred relationship between a person and their mother, and it's like up to them whether they want their parent to know. At the same time, I'm sure his mom would want to know. That is quite a pickle. I feel like if there's a part of you that is doing it out of spite, as in like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna go tell his mom, you know, just to try and like stir the pot or get back in his life, you have to look at your intentions. If your intentions are truly pure and you actually just want to tell her for her own benefit, or because you're doing that selflessly, then, you know, then that really is up to you. And based on the relationship you have with the person, if you're close with the person, I would say, you know, maybe you make the decision to tell them. But yeah, I would say look inwards, look at your intentions, don't stir the pot, don't cause issues, you know, spread love, man. That's what I'm saying.
This is my internet obsession. This is is why the kids have got depression. This is their identity repression. This is my internet obsession. This is my internet obsession. This is why the kids have got depression. This is the reality we live in. This is my internet religion.
All of her songs are just so relatable, and I really love listening to them. And she's also a great person as well. She's very nice, very fun to be around, and I just love seeing her, and I love her.
I think the crowd is going to be very good, to be fair. It was the festivals we've seen her at, it was very rowdy, very good.
You know, if you're sad, there's a song for that. If you're a bit anxious, there's a song for that. If you want to just kind of yell, there's a song for that.
I love like how like Want Me and Dover Beach are like really like kind of like upbeat songs about like love, and then there's something like These Drugs, which is a very sad song, but I also really vibe with it and really relate to it. So she covers like all of the emotions, and that is great, honestly.
Go in with an open mind. Her lyrics are very good. And for the first song to listen to Want Me.
Ooh. This one says, does my child need a diet? I've been told by my 4-year-old daughter's school that she's overweight. She's big and tall for her age and has a healthy appetite, although she prefers sweet treats to fruit and vegetables. Something does need to change, but isn't she too young to go on a diet? Now, I don't like the word diet, especially when it comes to young people that she's 4 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the word diet is like a really negative, like it has a lot of negative connotations surrounding it, especially when it comes to young women. I grew up with an eating disorder. Like, I know what that's like. And I think that planting those seeds in the mind of a child is very damaging. So what I would say is, instead of, trying to figure out what the problem is, trying to make changes yourself, if you actually think there is a problem, I would take your daughter to a professional dietitian. And a dietitian can, do all sorts of tests, BMI, all of that, allergy tests, maybe your daughter has a problem with a certain type of food that she's eating, and a dietitian can lay out a diet plan, which isn't a diet. It's just a healthy eating plan. And I don't think it should be seen as like, oh, we're going to cut down or cut this out. I think just like in general, kids and people should strive, and you should strive as a parent to, I'm never having kids personally, but if I were to have kids, I would strive to make sure that my kids have a healthy diet. Don't listen to other people's opinions. Health and mental well-being and stability for young girls when it comes to food and body image is more important than anything else. But yeah, dietitians are great. They know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what's going on. And neither does your daughter's school. So go to a dietitian.
Somebody that's so down to earth and cares so much about her community is amazing. It's like, a friend that makes really good songs and has a massive heart, and she's got a great accent too.
Thank you so much for having me, SoundON. I'm slightly hungover. I don't know how good that advice was, or if that was helpful to any of you out there in the audience, or if Emily, 31, was watching this. If anyone else has any other questions they want me to answer, slap them in the comment section and I'll slide right in. I've really enjoyed this. I'm going to slide in your DMs. I'll be your agony aunt, right? So put your questions in the comments, and I got your back, homie.